What are my thoughts on the Whistlin diesel videos that he put out as a Cybertruck owner? I've rewatched the main video. I believe he has 2 of them out now because he did a follow-up one where a lot of the hardcore Tesla people said, you know what I mean, slam the F-150 on the concrete, whatever. Let me start off by saying this. I'm subscribed to Whistlin Diesel. I think he's a great guy. I like his content. It's very fun. It's very unique. But at the end of the day, he is a entertainer, right? This guy, I wouldn't put him in like an actual, some type of car reviewer. A lot of you disagree, but he's an entertainer, right? And he's very entertaining. I thought the Cybertruck review was great. I know that he also likes it. He thinks it's cool. Maybe it's not his preferred choice for towing. That's fine. Everyone has their opinion. But here's the reality of what he's doing, right? This is why he's a genius, okay? What he's doing, especially with the Cybertruck video, is that there's a lot of people, and I mean a lot of people, that hate this damn truck, that hate the Cybertruck, that hate Tesla, hate electric vehicles, whatever. And a lot of those people following Whistlin Diesel, Cody, I believe is his name. And like any good businessman, he's going to look at his analytics. He's going to look at where these people are located and where they're from. And he can, in general, primarily see that majority of his audience is white, usually into redneck stuff, usually rednecks. And I'm not saying that in an offensive term, but you know who I'm talking about. And essentially, they like towing, hunting, fishing. I don't talk about politics on here, so I'm not going to mention anything about politics because I don't care for that stuff. And this is not a political channel. And usually those people are very, in their mindset, not from a political view, conservative. So even though this is not a square, but think of the part of this squircle wheel as a box, or let's just use this as a box, right? And the minute those people exit this box, and that box being their understanding, their values, their likes, they're automatically threatened by this because it's something that they might not understand or something they're not used to. So essentially, they inform this opinion that they don't like this truck, it's not useful, it's not reliable. That's fine. They can make their opinions. They're not informed opinions. I would not use Whistlin Diesel as an informed opinion, and I'll get to that why in a second. But essentially, he's doing probably the smartest thing now that he knows his audience. 89% of his audience are rednecks that like hunting, like I said, fishing, trucks, shit like that. He is doing what's called pandering, right? And what does that mean? He is pandering to his audience. He is, if you don't understand pandering, look it up, because in my mind, I know what it means, but to explain it to you guys might get confused the way that I would explain it. So look up pandering and really try to understand pandering. That's all he's doing. He's just pandering to his audience because he is a businessman and he's a genius at it, right? He runs a business that happens to be entertainment of blowing stuff up and doing reckless, crazy things, right? That's why he keeps getting banned on TikTok, which a lot of my videos get demonetized on TikTok because TikTok is very sensitive. So that's essentially what the guy is doing. Now, regarding this whole thing, you know, and I've gotten, since that video came out a couple months ago or whatever it came out, I've gotten a lot of comments from people saying, you know, if you tow with the Cybertruck, your bumper's going to fall off. Now, let me put this into perspective for you guys in the actual business world, a little bit reality, people that use their trucks, okay, for truck stuff. 90% of truck owners, Cybertruck, Silverado, F-150, Dodge, Toyota, Rivian, Hummer EV, anything that's a truck. 90% of truck owners do absolutely nothing with their truck except drive it. No towing, nothing in the bed, nothing, none of that. It is what they call a pavement princess. It is just used to transport people, transport groceries in the bed and wherever, the frunk, wherever, and that's it. Then you have the 10% of people like me that actually tow a trailer for their business, that actually do something useful with their truck. Now, again, you guys that don't use, I'm not saying you're bad people because you're not doing anything useful for your truck, but you don't do anything useful with it. That's the reality. And the people like me, the 10% that use their truck, I can almost guarantee that almost 99% of that 10% are not going to do anything drastic and crazy like Cody from Whistlin Diesel did. Drop it off the back like that. Of course, trucks are going to break and do stupid stuff. And you're going to find little flaws in here and there when you extreme test it like that. But in reality, nobody's going to do that with their truck. Because just like me, a lot of those 10% of people that use their truck for something, right, probably need their truck the next day. So they're not going to drop it off a fucking concrete slab and potentially break the freaking frame so they can't tow and the hitch falls off, blah, blah, blah. Now, for those of you making this argument, well, it still leaves up the thing that steel's better than aluminum, and you can make that argument, but I could pick at this argument all day that you have that, hey, steel rusts. And if you're in certain parts of the world where steel rusts quick, like by the water or by the shore, some places like that, that thing can corrode and rust, and it can break off. Just like how, apparently, mine's supposed to break off when towing, right? So we can go back and forth and looking at the weaknesses of aluminum and steel, and I'm pretty sure there's more scripted and better talking videos out there compared to mine, but that's the reality of it. No one's going to put their truck through that paces. Next to no one except, Cody from Whistlin Diesel. Right? Nobody's going to put their truck to that because usually people need their truck the next day so they don't want to freaking break it. No matter if it's a Cybertruck, F-150, Dodge, whatever. That's what people don't understand. So essentially, that's my opinion wrapped up about, the video, right? And about everything.